Hey folks, Keimori12 here with a deck profile of the deck I just used in my duel against Keimori12 Me. So, as I mentioned, it's incomplete because not all the cards for Gusto are out yet. But this is what I got thus far. I got 1, 2, 3 Windar. Now, Windar is a good card to have. Not only is he the high star of their group, but he also, when he destroys an opponent's monster, brings back one of your level 3 or lower cards, which is quite important because it makes it very easy to tune out with him. Next, I run 3 Fun Bolts. Fun Bolts are great. They're an easy way to get out any card you need. Their only drawback is it has to be after they're destroyed, so you can't defend very well with them. Next, got 3 of the key card in the deck, Winda. Winda, when she's destroyed by battle, any tuner can be special summoned, and as any Gusto tuner can be special summoned. So she's key right there. That's why I'm running at 3. And she will stay at 3 when the new Gusto stuff comes out. Next, we got Eagles. Eagles is a great way to bring out any other Gusto monster that is not a tuner, which is good because if you have tuners in your hands, you can use Eagle to bring out something to tune them with. They too will be staying at 3 when the new Gusto come out. Next, 3 Goldos. Goldo is a great way to bring out Winda or Eagle. And later, when Squirrel comes out, I'll be able to use it on Squirrel as well, which is very nice. It will expedite a summoning of a synchro monster that will come out later. Next, I have 3 Cam. Now, Cam is the draw support of the deck, and I don't know if I'm going to keep running her at 3. I think I'm going to take her down to 2 in the near future because she is the draw support. Now, the good thing about her, though, is she has a high attack for the 4-star among the Gusto. So, she's good to have out because she's your 4-star attack support as well. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep running her at 3. Next is the Serve Odd Woman Out. I run 2 Aaron. That might change. I might replace her with Lila in the future. And the reason I run Aaron or perhaps a Lila in the future is because they're mill support, and if there's one thing the Gustos lack in their own archetype right now, is mill support. So I'm using a light swarm for mill support. And as I said, that might become Lila in the future. Next, 3 Contact with Gusto. This is their destruction card, and it also facilitates recycling, which is very nice. I might also, with this, might not keep it at 3, especially in the future. I might replace it with something else. But right now I'm running it at 3. Next, 2 cards that work very nice in the deck. Teleport. With Teleport, I can special summon when I have a empty field, which as you saw in the duel, that happens quite often with Gusto. So you can special summon using this, and then you can normal summon a tuner, and you can tune out, which is what I like. Next, we have a card that will probably replace Contact when I get another one. I am looking for another one though, is Emergency Teleport. I think anyone who's been following Yu-Gi-Oh! For a little while will know what Emergency Teleport does. It lets me just special summon. In Gusto, it will allow me to special summon any of my low-level psychic monsters, which I can use to quickly tune out. Next, I run 2 different dimension reincarnations. The reason I run this is a lot of Gusto cards, like Funbolt and Gusto Ghouls, will remove cards from my graveyard, so I can use that to get them back. Next, I run 1 Monster Reborn. Enough said. Also run 1 MST. Simple as that. Next, for traps, got 2 Icarus attacks, a nice destruction card, and pretty easy to use with all the Winged Beast cards that are in the archetype. Next is Psychic Overload, a nice draw support card that also facilitates recycling. That is probably going to leave in the future when Gusto's Dust or Gusto Whirlwind come out, but it's there for now. Next, free Blessings for Gusto. This is their Reborn card, which lets me bring back a Gusto from the graveyard. I like it. It's probably going to actually stay at free when the deck is complete, because A, it recycles, and B, it lets me bring back any Gusto, which is very nice. And it is not like Call of the Haunted or Glorious Illusion, and it's more like Monster Reborn. It'll bring them back permanently, and they won't be tied to it. Next is pretty much just placeholder, Miracle Wake. It's a time machine. It brings back a card that's destroyed by battle. That will most definitely be leaving once Gusto Whirlwind comes out. Next, Solemn Warning. It's a very good card, good to negate, and it's one of my very few negate cards. That being said, I might not keep it in the future, depending on how well Gusto Death tests. Next, Mirror Force. Enough said. And last but actually least is Waboku. That is definitely gonna leave in the future when some of the more useful Gusto traps come out. And then the extra deck, it's a very small at the moment because most of the tuners for Gusto are most of the synchros. Next, for the extra deck, it's kind of small right now because most of the synchros for Gusto aren't out yet. But here's what is out so far. Free Gusto Eagles. It's a nice card. It removes, that's, as I mentioned earlier, that's what DDR is in for. And it destroys set cards, which is quite nice. Lastly, 2 Goggles, Gusto Goggles. These are nice, they recycle, which is very nice, and they destroy face-up monsters. They're at 2 right now. I would actually prefer them to be at free. If I ever got them up to free, they would stay at that for sure. That's the deck. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, favorite if you like. Keimori12, sign up.